I'm not going to propose to a guy ever.
And tomorrow,
why do you leave Henry?
Are you in Lagos?
I want to
Are you in
get
Nigeria?
married.
How will you not feel
Just like
attached
a
after
must.
sex?
Yeah.
Like, no.
About every parent becomes the police
Okay.
in the lives of their kids.
Proposing is not like me. I will just come direct like you guys do and open one ring and
Okay,
no,
okay.
no.
So
Guy, you never reach me will marry me.
that's like you popping question.
There was a communication, something happened. So there's something like accidental
I'm
pregnancy.
working more than 12 hours because I'm going to wake earlier than him to take care of the children.
Do you know you are naturally, supernaturally built that way?
Okay,
Do you know? Do you know?
Imagine what
God has divinely made you like that.
Imagine.
Hi guys, it is so back. I'm so sorry. It is so good rather to be back on your screen. I mean, we've been celebrating Punch's 50th anniversary and it has been a blast. I mean, from day one to the end, it has been wonderful. My name is Margaret Osazuwa and you are very welcome to the lounge. And with me on set today is Adetutu. How are you doing today?
I'm very well.
I'm sure you guys don't see Adetutu for the first time. And Apampa, the man that almost removed my neck the last time he was on the lounge. How are you today?
I'm very fine, Margaret.
Hopefully today you'll be subtle. Right?
I can't promise.
Okay, so there you have it. We have the delectable Adetutu and the not so subtle Apampa. So we're going to be discussing something quite, well, I call it delicate today. And it is about a married woman in her husband's house who brought a meal to her husband, and she says, babe, I just got you your food. Then the mother comes in with her own package. Now the wife brought rice and stew with chicken, and the mother brought fufu, and if I can understand the soup, white soup or afang soup, something like that, with a lot of orishi. She brought it with water, and she says, my son, have this one, don't eat your wife's food. And then they start bickering. The wife and the mother-in-law, they go at each other, and the husband stands up and it walks out. So my question to you is, if your mother-in-law cooks for you, what would you do? Apampa.
If my mom cooks for me,
Yes, in your house.
I will eat it now. No be food. I will eat the food. Yes.
Is it okay for her to cook in the house where your wife is? Your wife just brought your food. And your mother-in-law brings the food, so you will leave your wife's food and eat your mother-in-law's food.
I will eat both.
How will you eat both? I just told you rice and fufu.
Yes. I mean, if I finish eating the fufu, maybe I wait for some minutes, eat the rice.
Okay, so you eat your mother-in-law's food first.
Yes, I will eat my mom's food because I don't want problem. I don't want quarrel.
Adetutu, tell me, please, what would you do?
Okay, I cooked for my husband in my husband's house. Not my mother-in-law's house, so my own house, and my mother-in-law is also there cooking for my man. No, that's uncalled for. Okay. She has a husband, so she should do that to her husband.
Okay, so remember I just asked you first of all, I said, what would you do if your mother-in-law cooks for you? Now let's change the whole thing. What would you do if your mother-in-law takes over your kitchen? I come back to you again. Talk to me.
Well, the thing is, it depends on the kind of policy that my wife, operates in the house. If she operates an open kitchen policy, which allows anyone to enter the kitchen and cook, then I wouldn't be surprised if my mom goes to the kitchen and cook.
She takes over your kitchen. I'm not saying she goes to the kitchen to cook. It's a different thing for her to go to the kitchen and cook. It's another thing for her to take over your kitchen.
I wish she could take over my kitchen. I mean, with the presence of my wife. It means that maybe my wife is lacking in her duty.
But in the scenario I just painted, which came off the back of a video rather, the wife was not lacking in her duty. She brought a meal to her husband, and then the mother-in-law comes also with a meal and says, leave that one and eat this one. This one looks better than this one.
No, do you know what I see in that situation is that there is a little bit of I don't want to use, okay, let me use the word competition going on between the mother and the wife. You understand? Which I feel that if it is not well taken care of, will snowball into something that the husband will not really be able to curtail. Because, say, you are caught between the devil and the deep blue sea now. You can't really chastise your mom in front of your wife, and you can't call out your wife in front of your mom.
Okay, hold that thought. Let me go to you, Aditutu. If your mother-in-law takes over your kitchen, now you're the woman in this, so I want to know what you will do.
No woman will take over my own kitchen. One, I love to cook. So for you to be my mother-in-law, come, enjoy yourself, sit down, I will cook. It's my duty. So you can take over your own husband's kitchen, it's your own kitchen, but as far as it is mine, you have no rights. Unless probably I am not feeling too well, and as a good mother-in-law, you wish to assist me. Not that you will not be in a form of a competition with me. He is my husband, not yours. So you have your own role to play with your husband, not my own husband. So I wouldn't allow that for no reason.
So you're not looking at the fact that this person that we're talking about is his mother. Now, let's look at this scenario again.
Okay.
The wife brought rice and stew. Let me play the devil's advocate that the man had been eating rice and stew for so long. Because the mother, according to what she said, is, do you want to kill my son with this food? But I did not see the son complaining because she was about to eat the food before the mother now brought that plate of food. The man standing up and walking away. How did you see that? He just stood up and walked away.
Well, we have different ways of reacting to things. Like he said earlier, the man might not want to offend me, and at the same time, would not want to offend his mother. But I think that's the best thing to do at that moment, because if he dares support his mother at that moment, it will turn to World War III. Yes, because I will feel cheated, because it's my house, and it is one of my roles. I am to cook for my husband. Okay. So if my husband now, supports his mother at that moment, and if you look at what you just said, I place my food before my man first.
Yes.
So the woman in this picture is looking for trouble. For her to have seen the food, a normal person should know that, okay, this person has cooked already. So let me just, I'll make another one later. Not you coming and challenging what I have presented to my own husband.
Okay. So, Papa, can you hear what Aditutu said? She's saying something. She has made a real valid point. First point is, I brought my food first. We are not in a competition. This is my husband's house. There are boundaries. So we're talking about boundaries right now. At what point is this curbed? Because it's your mother-in-law. First of all, I don't know about any other person, but when the mother-in-law comes in to visit, you're supposed to come, sit back, enjoy, and relax yourself. It's your son's house. Just come and enjoy yourself. Then if you're now a sweet mother-in-law, you now say, my wife, you have been working too hard. I want to help out. Then you now decide to help out. I don't see any reason why a mother-in-law should bring her own food when the wife has dropped it, if it is not a competition. So I want to ask you a very quick question. Tell me, where are the boundaries in this?
It's the wife that will create the boundaries. Of course, the husband has the role to play in laying out some certain instructions. And when I mean certain instructions, is letting your wife know that, my mom is my mom. And you are my wife. You understand? She's not going to take over your roles. And you also let your mom know that, you are my mom and she's my wife. So, the roles are quite different. You understand? So if the lines are getting blurred, then that's where the problem starts from. And that's where the wife has to, use her head, or else, she might not stay long in the house.
So I'm looking at a situation where she ran out. Okay, so I'm looking at a situation where this is a very, in fact, when you said deep blue sea, it's even inside the ocean because it's deeper than the blue sea. Your mother-in-law is standing here and your wife is standing here. See me, I don't like stress. You see, since your mother came into my house and I told her, I welcomed her, Mama, I love you so much, come in. It's not hard. Since Mama likes to cook, why not? Mommy, you will be cooking. I have this cousin, and one day we actually saw something similar like this online, and I just asked her, I said, what would you do? This looks, she said, Mama, we cook. But see when I come in, I like my eggs garnished a certain way. Me and Mama will be having a conversation. Mommy, since you like to cook breakfast, lunch, and dinner, as a baby girl that loves to be pampered, and we sit down and cross my leg. Because I'm looking at it from, I see it as a very deep situation that you just put that woman in. The wife did not want to speak back to the mother-in-law, but at that
Exactly.
point she had no choice. Because she was telling her husband that, when he says something now, look at what your mom is doing. And the mother-in-law is saying, she's categorically saying, do you want to kill my son with this food? This is a food that he has been eating. A meal that he has been eating. In fact, we're about to start eating the meal.
Do you know who I would blame here? I'll blame the husband.
You blamed the wife before, but now you're blaming the
No,
wife.
I never
Let's
blamed
go.
the wife. I never blamed the wife. I'm just saying that, she has to be very careful. You understand? But I'll blame the husband, because it looks like there has been some certain conversation
Between
between
him and
Something has been ongoing.
Okay.
For the mom to say, do you want to kill my son cooking this same meal? It means probably the husband had reported the wife to the mom, like, mom, I'm tired about this certain
I
food.
don't think there was a reporting here. What I see is a woman that has been in the house for a while. She has probably been in the house for let's assume here, for storytellers, 2 weeks. Let's say she has been in the house for 2 weeks and she has seen the same meal being served. There's probably nobody reporting anybody. It's her
Now,
eyes.
something she sees
Yeah, it's
every
something
day.
she sees every
Now,
day.
do you know why I said that? See, if you are not sold out, it's very difficult for an outsider in quotes, because the woman is an outsider here, for an outsider to challenge your authority, you understand, in your house. You get what I mean? Even if there has been an anomaly in the house and you are noticing, if there is no, maybe someone, ratted you, or there was a conversation, I can't just challenge you and say, why are you cooking this same meal for my
Okay.
husband?
But you know, they are wonderful mother-in-laws. If I beg to say that, they are really wonderful mother-in-laws. You know, these men grew up with them. Now we're talking about a man, a full-blown adult, that is an adult, a man, but is still their baby. Now the mother also knows that this kind of meal is what my son loves. Now 2 weeks into the house, she has not seen fufu or edikaiko or afang in the house. And she's like, my son is suffering. I mean, we have seen this thing play out over and over again. But we're still standing on the premise that this house is not your house. First things first, I think we need to address the fact that she came and she entered the kitchen. I mean, I understand that she's the mother-in-law. Beautiful. I love you. Come into my house. But I don't serve a meal to my husband. And then you bring your own meal. And
No, we are not
"My
co-wives."
son-" We are not in a competition.
I think
not a
I think the
competition.
question we should be asking is that, is it even right for you to allow your mother-in-law to cook?
To cook.
Yeah.
Can you chase them from the kitchen if they want to enter? Adetutu, please help me.
See, I think this thing has a lot of weight on the wife.
Yeah.
Because she will want to respect her mother-in-law. She wouldn't want to offend the mother-in-law. So she has to tolerate some things. But there is limit to everything. For my mother-in-law to come in now and she enters into the kitchen, I cannot challenge her because I feel like she's my mother. But a normal mother-in-law that is reasonable should know her limit, should know her boundary. But this very one in particular doesn't know her boundary. Because if you know your boundary as a mother-in-law, you will not be in competition with me. I love mother-in-laws. I pray to have one. Because I know how caring mothers can be. But this one is like a co-wife, probably second wife. Because this is just an example of a competitive scenario. Like, okay, no, he must enjoy my meal. He must eat my meal. For the husband to be eating rice for weeks, probably he likes it.
And he's not complaining.
If he doesn't like it, wait.
He can complain to his wife. Why is he not complaining to his
Sure.
wife?
If he has anything against that food, he should be able to talk to the wife. Oh, dear, I don't like this. Okay, let me have this tomorrow. Fine. Unless the woman is one kind of person that doesn't know how to cook or doesn't enjoy cooking.
Maybe she doesn't know how to cook. She can hire a chef. Not a mother-in-law
Or
cooking
maybe she
for
doesn't
you.
enjoy cooking. So this one is not about the woman. I think it's not all about the woman not knowing how to cook. The man does not complain. So she felt like, okay, maybe he likes it. Even if you have anything against it, as a mother-in-law, a good one, you could talk to me. My dear daughter, you cooked rice yesterday. Let's try something else today.
But you know this thing that you just said, addicted to, has caused problems in some homes. Now, I'm saying this off the back of so many things that we see running on the internet. I know that sometimes they say most of the things that we see on the internet are fallacies, they're not real. But I mean, I've seen this thing play out in some homes. Now, I'm coming from your angle, saying the mother-in-law now tends to want to school a daughter-in-law on how she should run her home. Papa, I don't know if you understand where I'm coming from.
I think there's a way to go about it.
Some daughter-in-laws will not take it. I'm telling you.
That's why I said. That's why.
This is me. I'm not trying to say this was okay. I'm just trying to tell you that some daughter-in-laws, haven't you seen it?
Yeah.
They don't like to be schooled by their mother-in-laws. They believe this is their house, so there are rules, there are regulations.
I think it depends on how the mother-in-law go about it.
See, I think the old buck will stop on the wife's table at the end of the day. See, I've been to houses that if the mother of the house doesn't tell you to enter the kitchen, you can't enter the kitchen.
But we restrict your mother-in-law from entering your kitchen.
You can't restrict, but I mean, like you said, a reasonable mother-in-law cannot just come into the house and the next thing you are doing is to enter the kitchen. You understand?
I get you.
You understand?
Yeah.
I mean, there should be a little bit of, mom, okay, mommy, let's go to the kitchen together. You understand? But you can't just, the first thing you do when you can't come to my house is to enter the kitchen. You understand? I don't think for a reasonable person, that would suffice. You understand? That's why I said it depends on the kind of policy you have in your home. If it's an open kitchen policy, everybody walk in there, start cooking.
I don't think policies will work with mother-in-law. So
No,
It
that's
does.
I don't.
It does.
It can't.
It does.
No.
It does.
Maybe I don't know. I don't know the
can't
mother-in-law.
work.
Are you saying that? Are you saying that? Yes, it does. Are you saying that?
African mother-in-law.
Okay, once you are in the house, you are entering the kitchen
Okay, let me explain
straight
something.
away.
Let's look at it this way. Do you know that naturally, mothers love to pamper?
Yeah, you can
Do you
pamper
know
in another
that
way.
naturally mothers love to pamper?
Yes.
It is like when you take a child to the grandmother, the child doesn't want to come back because grandmothers will buy you. In fact, they see no wrong. You don't used to commit.
Even if you do something
Even
wrong,
if
they'll
do
pamper
something,
you.
They will pamper you. It's like that. When the mother-in-law comes to the house, and then she's not the one that is so attached to her son. See, that policy will not stand.
Then
And the husband is not a mama's boy.
that's why.
How do you not solve that?
I still maintain that. I mean, fine. The husband would have. I feel the wife should have had a discussion with the husband before it got to that point. That's okay. They are now dragging food.
Okay, let's say
On
that
the
was the
dining
first
table.
time.
It
Yeah.
can't be the first time.
No, it has
It
to
started
be-
somehow.
It seems like it was the first time.
It
Do you
started
know why?
somehow.
Because if it was not the first time, I didn't see that man standing up and living like that. I saw him telling the person that he spoke to, but I thought I talked about this. He stood up like, I don't want any problems.
Yes.
I want to
You guys should go and
avoid,
solve it on your own.
Sort it out. It seemed like he has had a conversation before, and this seemed like the first time it was happening.
Now, then let us because I believe that something would have happened before they got to the point of, competing with food.
Please, my brother,
Food.
as a husband, what could have happened that would prompt your mom to be challenging me?
No, let's take a look at all scenarios here.
Help me.
I don't think, come what may, that would have been the first incident that happened in that house.
Even
That
if
the
it is not the
mother-in-law-
first
food.
time.
Yes.
No, I'm thinking that food might be the first thing. Maybe she might have done something
They must
else.
have. There will
But
have
food
been.
cannot
There will
be-
have. See, there will have been.
That
There,
food is the
there will
first
have been.
thing.
There will have been a subtle rivalry between the wife
And the
mother-in-law
mother-in-law.
going
Even
on.
at that,
Even at that,
should
it's
it
not
get
the
to the point
mother-in-law's
of
house.
competing with me?
It is not the
You
mother-in-law's
said
house.
something. Yes, you said something now that we have some women that are very attached to their sons.
Yes.
You understand? They believe that they are the best person to take care of the son.
Yeah.
You understand?
True.
So when you have them around in the house, they would always see a fault in whatever you do. This is not how my son wants this vegetable to be cooked. He doesn't like it this way. He doesn't like his tea served this way. You understand?
I agree
So
with
when
you.
you have them around, there'll be a subtle rivalry going on.
True.
And that's why I said the wife has to do a whole lot to really curtail that, scenario so that.
Why does the wife have to do a whole lot? Why
Because
not the husband?
the husband can only talk and say, "Mom, please, I don't want troubles. I don't want this. I don't want that. Talk to the wife. But if the wife is not, smart, let me use the word smart enough to say, okay, let me allow this, like you said, let me allow this mama to exert all of her energy, she will get tired.
See, I think the best person and the only person that can, solve this issue is the man.
Is the man.
You are the one that, wait
Yes.
now, you
How?
can speak to
I
your
agree with
mother. Mom, I like you. This thing, let my wife be doing it. Gently, simply, stylishly. Let my wife be cooking. Don't stress yourself. You have come here to enjoy, relax. I don't want any stress for you. And at the same time, you call your wife. Probably she's doing something wrong. Babe, I don't like this thing. Let's stop this thing.
Do you know why I said
the wife cannot challenge the mother-in-law?
So that's where communication comes.
Yeah.
Do you know why I said the wife has to be smart in handling this situation? Is because, yeah, of course, a right-thinking husband would have a conversation with both of them.
See, you are a guy, you have not experienced mother-in-law issue. It's women that experience this
I know.
thing.
That's why you have to be smart
There's
in
no
dealing
how
with your
calm,
mother-in-law.
how smart,
See,
how intelligent
if
you
this-
are.
if this thing- if
If
this
your
thing-
mother-in-law
she
is
said something
troublesome,
no, look at what she said when we
That-
started that. Oh, she was just say, mommy, okay, do be cooking.
Yes, now 3 square meal now.
I mean,
Guys,
that's another
guys,
smart
do
way
you,
of saying
do you know that
Toast bread
that
and-
might not
and
work?
thick tea.
it will work.
Wait, now that may
It
not
will
work
work.
because you made rice, your mother-in-law was cooking and brought akpu. And I know you will not like those kind of food. And those are the, wait now.
No, continue.
Those are the kind of food Mama will be serving. Sometimes you might want to eat, like you said, garnished egg. And Mama it will get to a point she will be like, will she controlling? That kind of woman, that scenario you just played to us, that kind of woman will not
In
do
that-
that. She's just after challenging you. She wants to
in that
challenge you.
type of situation.
It's not like she likes
In
to
that
cook.
scenario where she brought that fufu and that is with all
Eh.
this orishi,
Eh.
maybe I would have, Mama, why now? Why would you do that? But if I see,
Do you
that
know
it's the
that
kind of
if you have said
mother-in-law-
that-
if I see this kind of mother-in-law that does not calm down, baby, which one do you want to eat? We can eat this too. I will sit down. I will eat that apple
It's very
with
simple.
him.
I know it's very easy to say, but at that moment where you place your food on the table and she came in with us to challenge yours, you will not feel the same way.
Of course, yes.
You will
At
not
that
feel the
moment,
same
it will
way
not
at
be
that
funny.
moment. That's the truth.
It will not be funny.
What
No
we are
matter
talking-
how
what
calm,
we are-
how
of course,
disciplined you
it's
are.
At
not
that moment,
funny.
it won't be funny.
What we are
Yeah.
talking is
Because you
on the-
feel challenged.
It will literally take your husband to even appease you.
Like,
Yes.
what's wrong with this woman? This is
Yes.
my husband's house.
It will
You want to
literally take
challenge
your
her
husband to
too.
appease you. I mean, see, let me tell you something here. It's you're saying it. We're saying it so. We're making it. We're making it.
We are taking it lightly.
Yeah, we're making it a light of this situation. It's not light at all. You left your father and your mother to marry your wife. Even the
I
Bible
changed my
says
name for
two
you.
have become one. You now came over to my house. The truth of the matter is, no matter how you want to say it, Mama will respect boundaries and rules as it should be.
That's why I
because
said-
if I go to a house, I mean, wait, living with your parents, are you not even respecting their rules?
That's
and
why I
regs?
said it depends on the kind of policy the wife operates in the house.
The wife cannot have policy.
She can have
Wait!
policy. What kind of
my
policy?
brother.
It's your house, for God's
With
sake,
an
now.
African deep-rooted African
No,
mother.
See,
I don't believe
let me
so.
tell you something.
I don't believe
I
so.
can see you
Your
as a kind of
mother-in-law
man.
will-
Are you telling me that?
Your
Are
mother-in-law will come to
are
your
you
house
telling
and
me
your
that
wife
we
will say, "Mama,
let's
don't
say
go into the
wait
kitchen."
wait? Are you
Are you
telling me
joking?
that? Are you telling me that you go to your mother-in-law's place and you enter a kitchen without permission for the first time? It's not possible.
No,
It's not possible.
but that's you, not
Eh?
your mother-in-law.
No, this thing is different.
I'm arriving
though.
at something. No, I'm arriving at something.
Please
A
land.
right-thinking person cannot just come to the house for the first time, and you will have the effrontery of entering the kitchen without permission.
Hey, are we still talking about an African mother-in-law? We're talking about somebody else. We're talking about an
Apapa.
African mother that loves her son like this, like Kilode.
See, I'm after that policy you've been
Are you joking?
shouting about.
That policy
Okay, let's say
cannot
you are my
work.
husband now. Your mother comes in. And I now come up with a kind of policy and say,
No, it's not that you come with a
wait
kind of
now.
policy.
Okay, let's say I have a policy. Nobody can enter my kitchen, this and that. And your mother comes in, enter my kitchen. What do you expect me to have done?
No. See, the thing
Drag
is that-
her out because I have a policy or what?
My
Or
mom,
tell
my
her.
mom will not come
Wait,
for
oh.
the first time and enter the kitchen.
This one is not even about the first time.
This one has happened. Now we're talking about
That's why I
something that has
said.
happened.
That's why I said things must have come to head before it got to that point. See,
That
I feel
mother-in-law that we watched, that we saw in that video,
He's a troublesome
is
one.
a troublesome one. She's one that is attached.
okay.
too
She's
attached
troublesome.
to
What
us.
do you want to do
troublesome.
about
And there
it?
is nothing that you
That
can
is
do.
where you come
You
in.
can't tell her not to go into the kitchen. You tell your mother. No, see, you know what?
You are the only one that can talk to your
Tell
mother.
not to enter the kitchen, not your wife. You want to, what do you want to do? You want to
That's when they will remember the history
you want to
of
throw
her
your wife
family.
under the bus.
They now bring her call family
So
meeting
if
on.
your wife tells your mother that, Mama, I have a policy, please.
Even you, would you have
I
allowed
cook for my
that?
husband. I would not appreciate
I don't
it.
want
No,
you
you
to
don't-
enter my
wait,
kitchen.
wait,
It's
this-
just for me.
No, wait. This is it.
Ah.
This is it. See, if I were to be the woman in that instant, it has happened. Of course, I will feel angry. I'll have a conversation if it is the first time. If it is the first time,
Yeah,
I'll have
this is
a
your first
conversation
time.
with my husband and
Let's
say,
have the conversation. It's
Okay.
good. Communication is good.
babe,
Okay.
I don't accept what your mom did. You understand? And of course, I can't challenge her, but I wouldn't want this to repeat itself. You understand? So you've laid down the rule that, okay, my kitchen is not for every Tom, Dick, and Harry. That you just come, get whatever you get, and you enter, start cooking. Now, it is the husband that will now go and tell the mom, like, mommy, I don't think that what you did the other time is good. You understand? Because I don't want troubles. That's why.
See-
That's how
see
you
the way I'm
set out.
smiling.
That's how you set
So
out.
easy.
No, you
Yes,
no wait
you're
you.
saying
That's how you set out boundaries.
Oh.
You're not going to tell your mother-in-law and say, "Mommy, you can't enter the kitchen." You tell your husband.
Wow.
Yes, of course.
You
of
deal
course.
with your husband. You
No,
don't
I
deal with the
agree with
mother-in-law.
you. I agree with you. In fact, 150%.
Yes, now.
I agree with you because
Make it 200.
Because if you go straight to your mother-in-law, you are causing problems
Yes,
for
now.
yourself.
Sure.
But if you go to her son and let her son address it. Now, this brings me to a story that somebody told me. Now, this is a married woman, yeah, and she said, when she first got married, she didn't know that her husband and the mom are so
Close.
attached like
Okay.
that. The mother-in-law would just enter the house like this and just go straight to the bedroom. She just goes boom. And I'm like, I don't understand. And she says the first time that it happened, she thought maybe let's leave it. The mother-in-law. It happened 1, 2, 3. Third time, she told her husband that
I'm not comfortable
I'm not
with this.
comfortable. It's not okay. Oh. The mother-in-law hated her from that day. You know why? Because of course the mother-in-law knows that this one cannot come from her son, seeing as she has been entering and coming
the guy
out,
doesn't have
and
any
the son
issue
did not
with
talk.
it.
So why is he talking now? So what I'm trying to say from this story I just said is, regardless of what this is, at the end of the day, the person that is thrown under the bus is
The
still
wife.
the wife.
Whether she talks,
Policy
if
or
she
no
doesn't
policy.
talk,
It's still
policy
the wife.
and policy.
So where do you start to create boundaries before that even happens at all?
By talking to your husband.
See, the
You tell
best
your
thing
husband
is,
Are you going
off.
to stop your mother-in-law from coming to your house?
Of course, you can't stop your mother-in-law from coming to the house, but you tell your husband what you want.
I think mother-in-law.
Of course, you are not going to
they
get
need
married to a
talk
lame
themselves.
dog. You are not going
There's
to.
limit to
You are not
everything.
going to marry. You are not going to get married to a lame dog that would just say, no, I don't want to offend my mom. Of course, see, I know.
We have some guys like that, brother. We have
What do
guys
you call
like
them?
that.
Mama's boys.
Mama's boys. There's nothing you want to say.
In this life.
They will only listen to
you-
their mother.
At that point, you know that okay. I mean, it's no longer in your hands.
Wait, Ogun
So you now
Tibego.
let it.
So what do you want to do? You are married to a lame dog now. Yeah,
I
that
think
is attached
this
to the
this thing will
wife.
be so easy for somebody that doesn't like to cook. Like me, I can cook from morning to evening. You now want to challenge my
Or,
cooking.
I have a
we
solution.
have issues though.
You can do roaster.
Which one?
You're playing in my house.
In my own house,
But
in my office.
I'm not
That's my
saying you don't
office.
cook, please. When I'm done, you can enter the kitchen.
I know it's cannot.
See, the thing is, I don't mean she's cooking for herself. Probably she doesn't like my cooking. It's still okay.
stop cooking
But when
for
I
the
serve my
husband.
husband, you now bring yours. Don't
Stop,
eat this.
stop cooking for the husband. Cook for yourself.
You know what
I should stop cooking for my own husband.
Yes, now.
I think that
So that you won't
from
create
that
problem.
scenario,
Do you know what you're saying?
the husband stood up and he walked out.
That's the best thing to do.
I know it was the best thing to do, but another part of me, in this other side of
That's
my
not the
head,
solution.
is saying that he should have just eaten his wife's food.
Nah.
I mean, wait.
Okay,
wait.
to-
Here's something. Yes. If you say you want to create boundaries, like I want to go with you that says that this might probably not be the first time it's happening. Something has happened that has resulted into this. Let's just say that it is not the first time it's happened, and you have talked and talked and talked.
And
At the
nobody
end of the
won't
day,
hear
who
you.
will be with your wife? You will sit down. You will chop the rice and stew with chicken. When you finish,
Go
you will
to
not
the
say,
house.
Mama, I will eat your own food later.
That will cause
That's-
another problem. Oh.
That's it. No, you can see that is wisdom. It's wisdom. You cannot just dismiss your mother's food because you will.
Do you know women are funny?
I agree.
I agree with you,
her.
but at the same time, it's because another trouble. Because women are so jealous. The woman can be like, "Why will you eat your wife's food first?
Wait.
Why not mine?"
In my
Tutu,
house.
Tutu. Do you know why I agree with her? It will send a statement to the mom.
Yes.
Are you sure the mom, that mom, this particular mom we're
See,
talking
if
about
he
is
does
ready
it-
to
if
see
he
any
does it
signal?
1, 2, 3 times, she will learn.
Uh-huh.
There's some mother-in-laws, I don't think that you even need to shout at them or curse them out. Just act. You see this drama. Women, we are known for drama. Drama is with us. It's with our clothes.
Inbuilt.
Let us act the drama together. My husband will eat my food. See, you don't know what it is for a woman to slave in the kitchen.
It's not easy.
It's not easy for her to cook for you. Let's just say she's even a working lady. Then she comes back to cook
After a
for
stressful
you.
day, you see enter that kitchen
And then she
cook.
drops the food in front,
Uh-huh.
and then your mother comes and she pushes the food away. I think that's very disrespectful to the wife.
Very.
I think that the mother does not even respect the wife. The respect that she deserves, the mother does not even accord her.
Yeah, I agree with you.
I
agree
think the
with you
problem is the
100%.
mother. The mother is the problem because you shouldn't leave your own house and be competing with your daughter-in-law.
Yes.
Your son is married, no matter how close you are. Like me now, I have a brother. I used to be very, very close with my brother. I can say anything, I can do anything with him. But the moment he got married, I reduced it because I know that there will be space automatically. He has his wife. There are some things I used to do for him that the wife will have to take up that role. So I have to just, create that space. So a mother-in-law should know that as well. No matter how much you love your son, no matter how caring you are, you can as well show it to your daughter-in-law.
One thing that I also noticed is that probably I just want to create a scenario. Probably the woman never liked the wife.
Maybe.
You
That
understand?
one is
Maybe
there.
she was never in support of the marriage.
That one is there. But what she's doing will not change anything now.
Yeah, it's
She will just
anything,
because
but
if you love your son, I think you should be looking out for the best for him, not causing more trouble. Because what she is doing is another trouble for the guy. Because he is now in a position of, I don't want to offend my mother and I don't want to offend my wife.
no, it's not.
So
I don't think it's for me. I don't think it's too much of a problem. I'll be eating.
it's not a problem.
I'll be eating both food now.
Is it every time you have that appetite?
If I don't have the appetite, I'll keep it. The next time I'm hungry, I eat it.
That woman, from what she said though, we stand and see you finish that food.
Nah, am I a baby? It's not possible now.
Hey.
Do you want to?
See, the thing is, you guys don't know
Okay,
what
see,
women go through.
You know, sometimes it's easy to say these things.
When you are not in that
literal sense
shoe.
of it. It's easy to say it when you're not in it. See, if you go through stories, and I mean real life stories that women go through in the hands of their mother-in-law, you won't be speaking like this. Anyway, guys, the number to call us on is 091-337-34592. It is right on your screen. Please call us.
I still believe that a smart woman would handle the situation better.
Why are you not
irrespective-
saying smart mother-in-law?
See, leave the mother-in-law.
Why you? My own is not.
You
even the
said
smart
something
woman.
that- wait.
It's the fact that as a papa, all this Papa was saying, she's also saying the woman.
The wife.
Yes,
the
now
woman-
because see,
I've heard the husband like twice.
wait.
I know the woman.
Let me
100
tell you
times
something.
now.
Let me tell you something. There is little to what the husband can do in this. All the husband will do is to have conversation with both of them and say, "Mommy, please." If the woman that does not agree with it, what do you
So
want?
you're saying the only person
So
that
if
can
the son-
provide solution is the wife?
No, do you say
I'm
the
not
wife
saying-
or the son?
The wife.
She's the only one that can find solution to that situation.
No, I want to go by your argument that let's say the woman is a troublesome woman. You understand?
mother-in-law.
The mother-in-law is very troublesome. That even if the son talks to her, she won't agree. In that situation, you have to be smart and deal with it.
How should she deal with it?
You allow her cook. She will tire out.
It's so easy for you to say,
So
my
I
bro.
believe that. I believe that people should have persons that they are accountable to.
Ooh, you want to go and report your mother-in-law to me?
No, is her husband not alive?
Let's say the husband
Daddy.
is dead.
Even at that.
Ooh, you
We'll
go and
have a
report to
conversation.
Nah,
No,
you
it's
don't
her
want
son.
to do that now.
If her husband is dead, this
She have
problem
other
is
children
not
now.
even me that it's the son that we have the conversation. Because at the end of the day, no matter where the angle you want to come from, the daughter-in-law will be thrown
Or
under
you
the
go and
bus.
bring your mom.
Yeah. And the funniest
your
part
mom
is
to
this
the
woman
house.
will
Our
not be
house
there
to
for
turn to
life.
Fuji house of commotion. It's not happening.
No,
Yeah, like
so,
you.
I mean, so that you guys can create that
no,
focus.
it can't.
Bring your own mom. Tell your mom, where mommy.
Is it every time you have appetite to
Play.
eat that
Can you
much?
take it?
Is it every time you have appetite to eat
You're
that
talking
much?
about won't it pack out?
I'll run away.
Won't it pack is
The way you are talking, Seb, you will not be able to solve this
You can't
problem.
take it.
Why?
See, I don't know. I don't know what men think.
Wait, let me tell you what I would do. I'll tell my wife that, babe, you have to calm down. Let's say, assuming my mom is very troublesome, I know that my mom don't agree. I'll tell my wife and say, see, I know you are angry, you are boiling, and you don't accept this, but you have to calm down. My mama will not live with us forever.
Okay.
You understand? Anything that she does, just calm down. You understand?
See, Mama
See,
now packs
see
in.
the way you're calling that
Pack.
calm
Mama
down.
packs in
It's so
Where?
cheap.
Park where?
into your house because there's a mother-in-laws that do that. You just told your wife now.
to
You're
calm
not sure,
down.
but you just said, "Mama will not live here forever." What if
What if
now
Mama has
decides to live
another
here
mind?
forever?
Okay, I want to be here for
You just
3
said
months.
that. What if her
Then
husband
she
is
extended
late?
it to 6
Okay,
months.
so what if she not decides to stay?
Okay, let's say she decides to stay. She wants to be living with me. Of course, she can't cook forever now. She can't be cooking
This
for the
woman
rest
that
of
I'm
her
saying
life
like
in
this.
the house. No.
Anyway.
See, let me tell you something. Let me tell you. See,
Mama is
I
playing.
wait. We've heard of
see the
scenarios
eye
like
I'm
this.
using
We've
to
heard
look
of
you.
issues like this that they will tell you, when I got married, my mother-in-law and I were cat and rat. At the end of the day, they became friends. You understand? You understand? What I know is that even if the mother lives with them, like that she doesn't go anywhere, she can't be cooking in the house for the rest of her life.
She will tire
You know,
out,
she
Abi.
will tire out.
But that period, let's be sincere. Let us be truthful.
That's why I would,
this is my
that's why I would
husband's
tell my
house.
wife to calm down, to calm down.
Okay, one
This
house,
is
please.
still your house.
Great. Amaka, thank you so much. And day two, thank you so much. So as we wrap up the show, what would you advise the woman to do? Just looking
You
at
mean
that
the
scenario,
wife?
briefly, yes. What would you advise her to do?
To me, I will advise her to keep talking to her husband. I will advise her
When you
to
talk, finish
keep...
the husband self.
Wait
Yeah.
now. Let him... the husband might not see anything wrong in that. I'll let him know, this is my house. I am your wife. It is one of my duties to cook for you. Your mother can cook for you when you go and visit her. But if she's in my house, she shouldn't be cooking. I even say it in a way that I want to take care of your mom. Please let me beg her to let me take care of her. It's true now.
Our Pampa, what would you advise her to do?
She should calm down. She should not wait. See,
No, go ahead.
I know what I'm saying.
Yes,
Because if you just, okay, you talk to your husband, the husband talks to the woman does not listen. What would you do? Do you want to go and fight her?
Wait now, we'll swap role. She want to be cooking, playing the wife duty, Abi. Oh yeah, she should do the remaining wife's
That's why I
duty.
said that's where your calmness will come in. You understand? See, let your patience tire her out. You understand?
Okay.
It will get to a point. She will come back to her sense that this person that I'm even competing.
You have not
with,
seen troublesome people.
Thank you so much, Afampa.
It is when you want to stand on your right. It's my house, that she will have the effrontery to continue. But
That's
if
fine.
you are just looking
Thank you.
and you are just looking like,
all right.
mommy, no wahala, continue cooking.
It's okay.
I
You
wish
see
you
how I
can
was
be a
telling
woman
you-
for 1 month.
You see, I was telling you, thank you, and it's okay. It's all right.
You should
It's
be a
all
woman
right.
for 1 month.
Me, I like
Just be
situation.
a-
Just be cooking, I will be eating. I go chop.
That's
Can you
smart for
imagine?
They'll tell you that the way to a man's heart is
It's
through
food.
his stomach, and that is what we have seen with
Apampa.
Pampa.
Yeah,
That
so
it is through his
obvious.
stomach.
I will
But
too.
what I would advise the lady to do is to be wise. You know, because truth be told, we have analyzed this in different ways. We have gone back and forth, but the truth is, you do not want to lose your husband. At the same time, you don't want your mother-in-law to hate you. But I know that there are some mother-in-laws that no matter how nice you are to them, they will hate you. That is between you and God. Take them to God in prayer.
I know that prayer.
Take them to God in prayer, you know. But when it comes to something like that, my dear sister, if mama wants to take care of you, who doesn't like to be pampered?
Yes.
Please let her take care of you. And then you cannot tell your husband, when he comes to meet you, you know, like the way he stood up and just walked out, if he says, baby, I'm hungry, I say, baby, would you wait? Mama is in the kitchen. Okay.
When mama is ready, she will serve you this meal as well.
My own is, I think open communication is great. Have a conversation with your spouse, even before letting anybody into your house. So whether mother-in-law, sister, brother, niece, nephew, once they come in, they know the standing rule. I mean, you won't really have to say too much. Having had a conversation with your partner, you will not have to even say too much. I mean, they will read your room. I believe that everybody is smart like that. And with that, we wrap up the show today. My name is Margaret Osazua, and with me on set today has been Adetutu and Akwankwa. Thank you so much for joining me today.
Thank you.
Until next time, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
I want to
In
get
Nigeria,
married.
how will you not feel
Just like
attached
a
after sex?
yeah.
Like,
No.
About every parent becomes the police
Okay.
in the lives of their kids.
Posing is not like me. I will just come direct like you guys do and open one ring. And
Okay,
no,
okay.
no.
So-
guy, never reach me will marry me.
That's like you popping.